Coming up on UT 10 News, we'll take a look at Michigan's importance in the presidential election.
Plus, a glance back at the life and accomplishments of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
And UT's COVID dashboard, what you need to know. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Normandy Burrell.
And I'm Kate Pence. UT's COVID dashboard is keeping students up to date on the spread of coronavirus.
This week, reporter Emma Jones took a deeper look.
UT launched the dashboard back in August to maintain transparency with students and faculty. The dashboard includes weekly updates on positive cases and was recently expanded to better inform the UT community.
So the positivity rate was one of the things that was added, that we could do that from our random testing. The other thing is we started reporting the number of cases that were either on or off campus.
46 cases were reported last week, and the positivity rate is currently at 0.4% according to on-campus tests. The dashboard's positive case history shows that numbers have declined since the start of the semester.
I definitely thought we would be closed down again after a few weeks, but it seems like things are going well and I'm getting more comfortable being on campus.
If you are experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, call the testing hotline at 419-383-4545. Reporting from University Hall, I'm Emma Jones for UT 10 News.
The dashboard numbers do not include people who have tested positive at off-campus sites and then do not self-report to the university. Now for more healthcare news, on September 1st, UT started offering virtual healthcare to students, faculty, and beneficiaries. Virtual healthcare gives recipients on-demand care for non-life-threatening conditions. The service is available every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. The cost is $59 per visit and could be partially covered under health insurance.
If I'm a student or if I'm even a faculty member and I got a way that I can maybe just take care of this over the phone and have a medication prescribed, for me, that's the ultimate convenience of healthcare.
To learn more, you can visit the virtual care link on our website.
In the 2016 presidential election, the race in Michigan was won by 11,000 votes. And as Kennedy Ellison shows you, the state continues to be in play for this election, especially with mail-in voting.
In the recent 2020 Michigan primaries, 2.5 million voters cast their ballots because of an increase in absentee voting. Over 10,000 absentee ballots were rejected, and 80% of those could have been avoided. Two bills have been created to solve these issues. One allows ballots to be counted if postmarked by Election Day. The second requires clerks to contact voters if the ballot signature doesn't match the registration signature.
I'm extremely concerned how this election could be affected by votes not being counted. If there's a real threat, if there's a real effort for voter suppression.
All absentee ballots should be mailed to your city clerk by 8 p.m. on Election Day. According to Michigan.gov, 2.3 million absentee ballots have been requested as of September 21st. I'm Kennedy Ellison, reporting from Detroit for UT 10 News.
On September 18th, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away due to pancreatic cancer complications. Her death has been felt nationwide, including here at UT. Mark Schindler takes a look at Ginsburg's legacy.
RBG, as she became known as, began making an impact on U.S. law well before she joined the Supreme Court as a justice in 1993. She successfully argued 5 of 6 cases on gender discrimination before the Supreme Court in the 1970s, including helping women facing housing discrimination, making it possible for women to get credit cards in their own name, and getting a male parent's Social Security usually only awarded to single women with children. While some have taken this time to remember Ginsburg's life and accomplishments as she lay and stayed at both the steps of the Supreme Court and the Capitol building this last week, others have moved quickly to fill her position on the court. On Saturday, President Trump nominated Amy Coney Barrett, who is currently a judge of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Circuit. Barrett's nomination is an unprecedented event so close to a presidential election.
And it's like the president's, I just think it's a little odd to do right before an election. They should wait and let the new president appoint someone for that position, which I obviously would agree with 100%, but you can't really do anything. It's out of our control.
UT College Republican President Shane Logan says RBG was a giant in the legal system and paved the way for women. And although it's close to the election, Barrett deserves a chance to make her case.
she's more than qualified, and I hope over the next 2 weeks leading up to the process that she'll be able to get a chance to talk with senators so that they can learn more about her background.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg will be buried at Arlington National Cemetery next to her husband in a private ceremony this week. I'm Mark Schindler, UT 10 News.
Every year, more than 12 million women and men experience domestic violence, according to the National Violence Hotline. During the pandemic, these cases have increased, adding another level to domestic violence, now being called the shadow pandemic. The stay-at-home orders and increased isolation have left many stuck with their abusers, including college students.
You're distance learning and this is going on, and you don't have all those things on campus going, hey, we have somebody here that can help you with this. You know, they may not have that available to them, and so that it's possible that violence can potentiate.
Those seeking help can visit the Center for Student Advocacy and Wellness, located in the Health and Human Services building on main campus, room 3017.
UT's December graduation will be celebrated virtually. The safety concerns of having thousands of people together prompted administration to make the call. Unlike May's commencement, this ceremony will have more traditional elements, including a commencement speaker. A graduation website is being created for graduates to customize their own slides.
We're disappointed. I know our students are disappointed, but we also know that we have a level of safety that we need to keep on our campus, and we're going to do everything we can to make this an extra special event.
The Provost Office encourages December graduates to submit photos and videos in caps and gowns to be included in the celebration. UT has advised student organizations to take a virtual approach this fall in response to COVID. 90% of organizations, including campus activities and programming, International Students Association, and Greek Life, have gone online due to safety concerns. In-person meetings are allowed for groups of 10 people or less with mask and social distancing requirements. However, the switch to virtual has been difficult for some.
You don't want to see someone through a screen all the time, so I do think students are missing that.
These changes started in August and are expected to remain throughout the fall 2020 semester.
UT's rec centers, courts, and auxiliary gym are open for business. Members have their temperature taken, and you must bring your own equipment, including basketballs and rackets. Courts have been reserved by 2 people for 30 minutes on the rec center portal. Students now have more options at the rec while staying safe.
I can't stress enough the importance of making sure, particularly our students, have engagement opportunities.
Hospital-grade products are used to clean the facility nightly. Student athletes are receiving an additional season of competition. Deepa Bhujbal spoke with one student athlete who is taking advantage of that extra year.
Student athletes are receiving an eligibility extension. Sporting events this spring were canceled because of the pandemic. The NCAA voted to grant Division I spring sport athletes an extra year of eligibility. This allows the athletes affected to return for the 2021 season. At UT, 2 track and field athletes will extend their eligibility. They will be a part of the extended roster and compete alongside freshmen who were supposed to replace them. The pandemic has also caused major budget cuts in the funding that was supposed to be distributed, causing financial hardships for university athletics. According to the NCAA, Division I schools have received a sum total of $225 million instead of $600 million.
Simply just because somebody in theory could have an extra year of eligibility does not necessarily mean they will remain on scholarship. It just can't work that way.
Halgren also added it is suffering from a 20% budget cut. This has put the scholarships of athletes at risk, but the decision to grant scholarships has been trusted with the department itself.
I'm just doing it because I know this team built something amazing and I want to show it through me competing at a higher level. I never thought of money when I did it.
Athletes from all sports continue working hard to prepare for future tournaments. We are yet to know if anyone from fall sporting events will extend their eligibility. I am Deepa Bhujbal, UT 10 News.
That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch a live stream of our newscast every Tuesday at noon on our YouTube channel. For Kate Pence and all of our crew, I'm Normandy Burrell. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.